come very slowly to one side. Really slowly, because this is the first stretch of the day. Perfect. Just keep them there. Head in the opposite direction. Take a deep breath right down into your belly. Feel the belly raising, and then breathe out every last drop of air through the mouth. And again, getting renewed oxygen in, replenishing all the cells, getting rid of all the sleepiness. Okay, bring the head back to center and gradually just push the back down, bring the knees back up. And let's go to the other side. Exactly the same thing, being conscious to pull the breath down a little bit deeper than normal. Imagine just letting go of all the sort of fugginess of the night. Fugginess, I'm not sure if that's a word, but it is now. Another deep breath before you push the back down, bring the knees up. Oh, that feels nice. Okay, just bring the feet back to hip width, and then we're going to just bring the arms down to our sides, palms down. Just roll through the pelvis onto the coccyx, arching the back. Staying there for a second, and on the next breath out, push through that lower back of the waist into the mat. Keep the bottom down for now, so just roll forward again. And breathing out as you push that back down. So the back of your waist is 6 o'clock, rolling on to 12 o'clock is your coccyx, now round to 3 o'clock on your right hip. Just doing that clock face all the way around the lower back, onto 9, left hip, and forward onto 12. Let's do another clockwise. Taking your time. I've only just gone round my clock, and then to do 2 anti-clockwise. Really take your time. Make sure each quarter of that clock is really pushed into the mat. Great. Don't let me rush any of this. Just move on when you're ready, and then go forward and backwards. 12 and 6 o'clock again, just to reset the back. Okay, just bring the left leg up towards the ceiling. I'm just going to get some mobilization in this. Just bring it down straight to the mat. Brush the mat as you bend the knee, and then up again, just as if you're doing a very slow bicycle with one leg. The foot comes all the way to the mat. Just pull it up the mat and up again. Okay, then leave the leg up, getting hold of your thigh, and just ease the leg in towards you. Just so you can feel a slight hamstring stretch, nothing too much too soon. And if you want to at this point, stretch through the upper back, then bring your chin towards your chest. Start bringing the top of the shoulders up off the mat, and you can climb the hands up to the calf if you want as well. Carry on breathing deeply, shoulders down even though you're reaching up. Loosen off that leg a little bit, bring your head down. You've still got a hold of the back of your knee, and then just rotate the ankle. And the other way. Excellent. Bring that leg down, put the foot down. Now let the left knee go out to the side. Just you stretch the inner thigh. Keep the right hip down on the mat so you really get the stretch. Bring the knee back up to center, and then place the left ankle over the right knee. Just come halfway down to one side with the leg in that position, and then over to the other side. Feel a massage in the right glute when you go to the other side, lovely. And then come back to center, and then lift the right foot off the mat and in towards you. So you have that glute stretch. We'll stay there for a good count of 10 seconds or so. You can pull the thigh in closer once you've got into the stretch. And then we're going to flex and point both feet while we're there as well. Excellent. Okay, bring that foot down and uncross the legs. Bring the shoulders up towards your ears. Just hold for 1, 2, and then push the shoulders right down. Bring the shoulder blades towards each other, keeping that chest open. Bring the right leg up towards the ceiling. And just bringing the long leg down to the mat, back of the heel on the mat, slide the foot up the mat, knee bends and up towards the ceiling again, just like that right-legged bicycle. Doing that 2 or 3 times. So you're just opening out through the hip. And then keep the leg up for our hamstring stretch, grabbing hold of the thigh, easing the leg in towards you. Staying there for a second, relax the shoulders, the back of the neck. And then slide the hands up the calf as you bring the head up to a bent position. And bring the head down, bend your knee, hold the back of the knee and rotate that ankle. Both directions. Let's do the right ankle over the left knee. Bringing the knees down, halfway down to one side, halfway down to the other, back to center, and then lift that left leg off the mat and in towards you. Flex and point both feet. Bring the foot down, uncross the right leg, and then let the right knee come out to the side, keeping the left knee where it is, and don't let the left hip follow. Excellent. Okay, bring that knee back to center, stretching both legs again, final time. And the arms. You can snow angel your arms if you've got the room there. Okay, and then come into your start position. Feet hip width apart, feet, knees, hips, all in line. Okay, we're just going to do an ab curl hold to start with, okay? So all I want is the top of the shoulders up. Don't want you to come right up straight away. So hands behind the head, ready. Breathe in, core on, lifting the tops of your shoulders, looking up to the top of the wall. Keeping the belly button down towards your spine. So you're not up very far at all. Let's do some legs. You're going to bring one leg into tabletop and then point that leg up towards the ceiling and then back into tabletop. Let's do that another 3 times. So 1, 2 and 3. Without lowering the head, bring the leg down. Just see if you can bring the head up another inch. Then let's do the same with the right leg. So we're just going to do 4 straight and bends, taking our time, getting the breathing into a pattern of breathing out one way, in the other. If you need to lower the head, you can, then come back up. I'm going to keep my head up, keep the leg up, and I'm going to bring the second leg into tabletop. So starting to really feel it in the abs now. See if you can either keep the level of your head or bring it up even more, just a 3rd time, but not pulling the neck. And then we'll do 4 double legs up towards the ceiling. Really squeeze the tummy core in. So 4 times double leg lift. And then to come out of this, we're going to bring it 1 leg down at a time. And once the legs are down, we're going to come down in 3 stages. So for 1, and then 2, and then all the way down. Okay, keeping the hands there unless you need to do your head side to side. We're going to just do normal ab curls, so just coming up, either keeping them low or just trying to come up to the maximum you can do. So just breathing out, coming up, in, coming down. We're going to come up for 3, next one. 1, 2, 3, down for 1, 2, 3, and again 1, 2, 3, and down 2, 3. Same again, but when you get up to 3, just stay up there and really squeeze that tummy to make sure you're not pulling on your neck. See if you can take your hands away, just have them long as if you're about to do a 100. So chin still off the chest, squeeze, keep the belly button down towards the spine, and hands back behind the head to come down for final 1, 2, 3. All right, bringing the hands down. We're going to keep the head down for a moment, bring one leg into tabletop. You can do this 1 or 2 legs. If anyone's having trouble seeing what my legs are doing because I'm black on black, then shout, but hopefully the little stripe down the side is all right. So we're going to do single leg stretch slowly to start with. So with both legs in tabletop, one leg stretches out and then comes back in. So I've got my leg coming about halfway down for now. I really want to make sure that I can feel that squeeze in the core each time I stretch the leg. I'm doing that by stretching it as far forward as I can and keeping my back down, and then I'm going to start lowering it when I know that I'm feeling the squeeze in my core. So coming down to no further than 6 inches above the mat. Excellent. So you've all got that perfect position there, knee above the hip. Make sure your knee doesn't come in too close towards you at this stage. And I'm going to just start moving our positions around, but if you want to, you can stay like this or put a leg down. So I'm going to bring the knees in further towards my chest by hanging on to the back of my knees now. And I'm going to roll my head up, and then I'm going to do one leg and then switching over. Okay, so you're pulling the knee in towards you. It's almost like you're doing a double crunch there, but still stretching that straight leg as far as you can. Don't forget that bit. Breathe out, in as you change the legs. And then my final move is to take my hands away from the knees, have them parallel to the floor, and then I'm going to scissor them a bit quicker. Okay, so they're actually crossing over rather than waiting for one leg to come back in. You could do that with your hands behind your head as well in an ab curl hold, or you can have the head down and scissor. So if your head's hurting, bring the head down, carry on. I'm going to do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and head down. Well done, girls. And rock side to side. Okay, so just twist your head side to side while I grab my water. Okay, so a nice follow on from that is always the double leg stretch, but I know it's quite a lot to do both back to back, so just do what you can. It's the only difference this time is both legs are moving at the same time. So bring one leg into tabletop and then the other, and then hands by the sides of the knees. Let's start at the level 1 and then work our way through. So both hands, both legs up towards the ceiling, and then back to bent position. Even though you reach up, make sure your shoulders are down. You can still raise those hands towards the ceiling without lifting the shoulders. All right, and at the moment I'm really pressing my back down, feeling my core contract. Then you know with this, you just start to, bit by bit, lower the legs, and then the arms start coming back a little bit. So I'm going to do it gradually each time I stretch. But don't bring the arms back any further than halfway. So your rib and your hips stay close to each other, don't let the ribs flare. And then if you wanted to, you could bring the head up, and the head stays up the whole time, looking towards your thighs, so your chin is tucked. And the only other thing you can do, which I can't do, we're limited for space, is to circle the arms back. So rather than the arms coming straight back to the sides of your knees, you go straight back and circle round to the sides of the knees if you want to. Excellent. Let's see if we can do 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. And then you bring the head down and into a full body stretch.